Check out what I got today. These are awards for being among the best wedding bands in the Detroit area. And I know everyone's got their opinion about wedding bands. I'm gonna tell you why today that hiring a wedding band is an amazing idea, whether you're having a wedding or any other kind of event. Here we go. First of all, weddings can be challenging. There's a lot of details to manage. There's a lot of elements to keep track of, and if you have a band leader that can manage all of that stuff, they can probably handle just about any event. So if a band is experienced with weddings, that could be a really good thing if your event is more than just, hey, show up, play some music, and go home. Number two, wedding bands have a huge repertoire of music. Why? Because we gotta play stuff that dates all the way back to the 60s and the Sinatra era, and we gotta play stuff all the way up into the current stuff that's on the radio now, because everybody's got huge age ranges of guests. So within that monster repertoire of music, we can hone that in for your particular style of event. If you want to have a band show up and play mostly 80s music for a party, I'll bet you a wedding band could do that. If you want 90s and 2000s music, I'll bet you a wedding band could do that too. Find out what the repertoire looks like, and don't be afraid that that wedding band can't deliver what you're looking for. Number three, wedding bands typically have an MC with great MCing skills. Those MCs have to get up, introduce a wedding party. They've got to manage everything that rolls through toasts, through blessings, cake cutting, first dances. It's complicated, and there's a lot to keep track of. And if you have a band that's really good at that stuff, I'm sure they can handle MCing whatever you have in mind at your event. Number three, wedding bands have great MCs, and you need it when you're doing a wedding. Weddings require lots of different elements. It starts with a grand introduction of the wedding party. It can move from there into cake cutting, speeches, blessings, announcement of first dances, parent dances, keeping things moving along. If you have an MC that can handle all the intricate details of a wedding, then it's very likely they will be able to handle the details that you're looking for at your event. The last thing is, the days of the matchy-match sequin dressing and all of the excessively choreographed dance moves, well, it's not just wedding bands that can do that now, but generally speaking, wedding bands aren't really doing that anymore, especially the younger ones. If you're not into that, check out the videos of the bands you're looking at, and if you don't see a bunch of matchy-match stuff on stage, then they're not gonna do that at your wedding or event. If you're looking for that, then look for it. But ultimately, just because you hear the term wedding band doesn't mean it's gonna be a bunch of old people getting up there playing music that only your parents wanna hear. And it also doesn't mean that they're not great at doing private parties, nonprofit events, festivals, clubs, casinos. Wedding bands can do it all. And it's why we love working with bands that have a lot of wedding experience. If you like what you heard, like us, follow us. I've got lots more insider tips coming at you. I'm Matt from Detroit Event Company. Have a great day.